Good morning, everyone. Today I wanted to share with you the story of Rebecca Protten and explore how her life and work served as a model for social responsibility for educators today. Rebecca Protten was an 18th century Afro-Caribbean educator, missionary, and abolitionist. Born into slavery, she defied the odds to become one of the earliest advocates for education as a means of liberation. Her work in teaching enslaved and freed children laid the foundation for educational justice, a mission that remains crucial today. Who was Rebecca Protten? She was a woman of resilience and vision. She was born into slavery in the Caribbean. She was freed at a young age and dedicated her life to teaching literacy and Christian values to enslaved people. Protten believed that education was not just about learning to read and write, but about equipping individuals with the tools to seek justice, dignity, and spiritual fulfillment. Her commitment to education as a form of empowerment makes her an enduring figure in the history of social justice. What does it mean to be a socially responsible educator? Social responsibility in education means advocating for equality, ensuring all students, especially marginalized ones, have access to transformative learning opportunities. Protten embodied these principles long before they became recognized today. She founded schools for enslaved and freed children, knowing that literacy was a path to their freedom. She also fought for racial and gender equality and challenged oppressive structures through education. What was the historical impact? At the time when enslaved individuals were often denied education, Protten's work was an act of defiance. She saw education as a means of resistance and a way to uplift communities and give them the knowledge they needed to challenge the oppressions that they faced. Her legacy continued through her missionary work, where she played a significant role in expanding education in the Caribbean and even in Europe. Her contributions influenced future movements for Black education and abolitionist efforts. From a philosophical perspective, her work aligns with key theorists such as Aristotle. In Aristotle's Virtual Ethics emphasizes education as a means to develop moral character. And in my opinion, Protten exemplified this by fostering knowledge as a path to ethical growth. Like John Rawls' theory of justice supports the idea that education should uplift the least advantaged, a principle that Protten put into action as well in the 1700s. Additionally, Paulo's concept of liberation, which education is a tool for freedom, which shows her belief in teaching is an act of empowerment, which she did stress in her teachings. So why does this all matter for us today? The challenges that Protten faced: educational inequality, systematic oppression, and limited access to learning still persist today. As educators, we can honor her legacy by advocating for inclusive education, mentoring students from disadvantaged backgrounds, and championing policies that promote diversity and equality. Rebecca Protten's story reminds us that education is not just about knowledge, it's about justice, freedom, and transformation. In closing, Protten's life and work demonstrated that education is one of the most powerful tools that can be used for social change. Her dedication to teaching underprivileged students, challenging inequality, and using education as a tool for liberation could serve as a model for all educators. I hope that we continue her mission by ensuring that learning remains an instrument of justice and empowerment for future generations. Thank you.